Hi guys, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System 22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. We got some great news. Divi's got another free download and it's 7 large list sections for Divi 5. I'll put this link down below the video. And if you navigate to this page, we can roll down, little table of contents here, click on it. We can preview the little list they got there. And they're nice, they're large text. And you can just drop them into your site and customize them how you will. That's exactly what we did on this page here. We got one of the lists. It's got a nice little hover effect that turns the images to color on there. I'll show you exactly how to download them and install them. Okay, once you navigate to this page, roll down a little bit to the table of contents here. And you can either hit the download 7 style or the download for free link down here. It'll take you down to this link here. Now, when you first get here, you may find an email field just asking you to put your email in there. They don't spam you or anything. I'm already logged into my account. So I'm going to hit the download files button right here. It'll download it to your default location. Once downloaded, navigate to where you downloaded it. It's going to download it as a zip file, so we need to extract it. I'm going to right click on one. I'm going to say extract files here. And it gives us a little folder. It says styled right there. Inside we've got our JSON files and our various individual sections. One at the bottom there that says all beside it, as you can see from the size is bigger than the others. It's going to import all of those if you decide to use this one. Now, for anybody that doesn't know how to import and use these, let's do that. I'm going to go down to my dashboard in Divi right here. Going to go down to Divi. Once in Divi, let's go down to the Divi library. There's the one I just downloaded before. Let's get rid of that and we'll start again. I'm going to go up to the top where it says import and export here. I'm going to left click on it. It's going to bring up another little box. We want to import, so I'm going to click on the import tab. Now if I grab my folder with my JSON files in it, we can look over here and decide which ones that we want to actually import. That's the one I used before. Let's go ahead and use that one again. But as you can see, all the other ones are listed here. So if we go back to the library now, and our little folder, section 1, I'm going to left click on it. I'm going to drag it to where it says no file selected there, and I'm going to release it. Or if you want to, you can hit choose files and browse to your download location and load it that way. I'm not going to check import presets. I'm going to go ahead and import Divi builder layout. So left click. Very quick. It's going to reload the page for us. And there it is again in my library. And if we look over here, we can tell it's a section. It tells us it's not a page, it's not a row, or it's not a module. So we can insert this into any page as a section, or you can add it for a new page. Let's go ahead and start a new page. We'll give it a name. And of course, we'll use the Divi builder. I'm going to go ahead and build from scratch. Since update 5.02, I'm using custom headers and footers, and this is what you can see on my page at the moment. We've got a large footer there with stuff, and we've got a custom header at the top, and they're showing up in the builder now as requested. To add our new section, we need to click on the blue button. Divi by default puts in a blank section for us. We'll get rid of that in a moment. So I'm going to click on the blue button to add a new section. I'm going to select add from library. There it is, start large list section 1. Once clicked on, I'm going to hit use this section. And it's a very quick process. It's actually loaded it in there for us. We can now get rid of the default section that Divi put in for us up there. Just hit the little trash can on the blue tab. Perfect. Now obviously you're going to want to change this to what you want it to say. Services is actually fine for me, but if you want to edit that, just left click on it. It'll take you straight to that heading module. And you can change it to whatever you need. At the moment, if we go to our design and heading text itself, it says as an H1, which is actually okay if it's the main title of the page. If it's further down and not quite as prominent as that, you can make an H2 or an H3. And of course, as usual, you can change it to any font you want here. To get an example, just roll over. It'll give you an example. I'll leave it on the one that they've chosen there. And it's exactly the same for our little designs here. You've got one module. If I click on it for the number, I go back to the content and text, you'll see that 01 there. And again, it's a heading module. They've used a heading 3 here, which is fine too. For the actual name of this little section, again, it's an H3, that's fine for me. If you need to change it, you know how to do that. Go back to content and text, put in what you need to put in right here. We've got an image module here, and as I roll over it, it's got a little hover effect going on that's adding color to it. Of course, you're going to want to put in your own image. So again, just left click on the module. As you can see, it takes us to the image. Change the image out under content here. Let's find something with a bit of color in there. Now, as you can see, it's black and white. If you want it to be color, we can change that over in saturation. What they've done, if we go over to the design here in this one, and we go down to filters, they've taken the saturation all the way down. If you want to bring it back to normal, just bring it back to 100%, which is normal. You can increment up and down, or you can type in the value if you want to. If you want to keep the hover effect, just take it back down to the left-hand side. It'll take all the saturation away. We'll have black and white. What they've done, if we go up to the top here, a little computer type icon, left click on it, go down to hover. When we hover back over it, we can bring that saturation back up, or even oversaturate it if you want to, if you want more effect. And the time it's actually taking, by default with Divi, it's 0.3 of a second, which is pretty quick. Now, once you do a hover effect, you want to make sure that you go back up here, hit the arrow, and go back to desktop version. If not, any edits you make down here in any of these tabs will only happen on hover, and that's not what you want. As I was saying about the timing, if we go over to our advanced and transitions there's the default third of a second, 0.3 milliseconds. If you want to slow it down, put a higher value in there. If you want to speed it up, put a lower value in there. And of course, if you wanted to, with your image, you can either have it pop out into a light box, or if you turn that off, you can link it to anywhere on the internet with a URL. And then just below that, we've got a text module. And again, just click on it. Content tab is always where you'll find the text. Obviously, put in what you want to say there. Same options over in design if you want to change that text out for a different font. Just regular text. And you can choose what you want over here. Give it the weight that you want it. And obviously the color that you want right there. Really easy to do. Now, if you've changed the font style and you quickly want to change all the other text modules in here, what we can do is we can click the three little dots over here, extend attributes, extend all text design attributes. Once we click on that, entire page, all modules, no, just the text modules. We can actually do this section. If you've got more than one section on here, you might not want to do the other sections. So let's say the parent section, which is the section that these text modules are sitting in. Design attributes is fine. All option groups, all modified fields. Let's do that. And we've changed them all for our little page here. Now I'm not going to change anything else. Let's just save this, make sure it's going to work on the front end. I'm going to hit save up here. And let's preview it on the front end. And here we have it. We've changed out our little image there. It's got that crazy hover effect. We change out the text type down below and change out the text type for all these other ones down here also. As you can see, really easy to use, and there's several sections to choose from. And as I mentioned earlier, I'll put this link down below. Nice little time saving, 7-star large list sections for us right there. So there we have it, guys. Really easy to do, as you can see. I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you have any questions about Divi 5 or Divi 4, which is still going to be supported for another year now, put them down below. I'll do my best to answer them for you or make a little demo video just like this one. So once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.